I thought it was awesome. I thought that one specific part of it was the best thing I've ever seen, and that's where they had to get up on a barrel like they were in a circus and
Yes.
roll the barrel.
You
And
had to
I
throw
was
this rope, and then you had to pull yourself while you're walking on a barrel. There's no way I could have done this. I would have
no.
sucked at the barrel walking like
I'm
Camilla was.
surprised the people that were left were able to do it. And it was proof that if you're fed, you have hand-eye coordination because Shaheen destroyed it, and then Joe destroyed it right after him. Um,
And who was the third person? It would have been Kyle, and he did pretty. Okay. He did okay at it too, right? I think he was the
yeah,
next into it. And yeah, everyone who wasn't, it was Camilla, Eva, and Mitch, right? They were. Mitch was okay at it too, but a little bit behind. And
Eva
yeah, that's
couldn't get
absolutely right.
the first rope off the thing. She kept whipping the
That's the
her
power.
sack up in the air.
Yeah. What was that? Yeah, because she's a really good hockey player, right? Like, she plays with the guys' team, but I don't think she's much of a baseball player because she can't seem to throw this thing up in the air. It was kind of funny watching
It
her
was
like
funny.
miss, the target over and over again. If she just like stayed under it and like sort of launched it underhand with two hands, I think there's no way you miss, right?
Right.
Just like the launch there, but yeah, the challenge, the wheelbarrow thing was fun. We've seen
Had you
that.
seen had you seen the wheelbarrow thing before? Because I
No,
don't
the
think.
wheelbarrow thing was new. The thing I had seen before was the end part where they had the
Yeah,
snake and they had to
yeah,
go. And that ended up being Joe was like barely had the learning curve, but some people learn it pretty fast,
he
and Joe
did
was
it.
one of them. Yeah, he was like, oh, okay, da, 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 okay, boom, and da, 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 boom, okay, and I think was it Eva who kind of caught up a little bit, even though she was really behind in certain parts of the obstacle course.
I don't know. I was focused because Joe was in the lead, and I was like, Joe's got it. He's fine. What I thought was funny was Jeff was it was a pretty slow challenge. Like you had to like kind of think about what you were doing with all three parts, like going underneath the net was really slow, and like you have to like do the Jeff is running back and forth so fast, and he runs down. It's like, okay, you get to move on, and then turns and runs back. And I was just finding it's the juxtaposition between how slow a lot of the parts of the challenge were, and Jeff just like going crazy. I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
As far as the game went, Joe pretty much just had it. I didn't clock anybody else even really catching up to him because
they,
nobody
they
could
they
really
tried
get
their
the hang
best
of
in
it.
the edit to give us this idea that Joe had a bit of a race at the end, but he didn't. You're right. He was far away with that. And then Camilla's like, he was like, Shaheen's so dumb. He brings
Yeah,
Joe on this and he gives him food and sleep. And
yeah.
then he wins this challenge, and then we're gonna vote Shaheen out, And I think that's exactly right, And I wonder if Shaheen today has come to that realization that he kind of like, I guess he took his friend